Welcome AP Physics to your asynchronous day. So this will be on Wednesday for all of the A through K people, and in the second half of the alphabet, this will be on Thursday. Okay, so this is the day where you will not be doing a Zoom at all, and you could use the comment functions in order to ask me questions, but I will have to wait until later in the day to get back to you. Probably during the second block, I'll be able to get back to you. Okay, so jumping into things today. So we're doing our asynchronous day, and we'll get the video in there for you in a second, this video. So what we're going to do today, first of all, is go back into our measurement and physics assignment and just work with your collaborative group and discuss the answers that you came up with compared to the key. And you want to use this as a way to review for the test that's coming up next class. It's going to be a real small quiz kind of thing like that, or in an upcoming class, I should say. But you just want to go ahead and review with your partners, how did you do? So I put the questions here. Now, one thing to notice is you guys just did 6 problems, but I went ahead and put the answers for all of them. So why don't you go ahead and look through all of the problems and just see how these problems are worked out, because any of these things could be fair game for what you would see on a quiz coming up soon. So notice with the problem solving, conversions, dimensional analysis, scientific notation, all that kind of stuff, shows you all the answers here. So just go ahead and use those answers right there to make sense of what we did. All right. Similar thing with the scientific notation and prefixes that we did last class. That was something you did on your own, but you can continue to work with your collaborative group and just check out and see how you did. And so here's the answers for those. Instead, they're just right over here. Just check your work out. If you have any questions, use the comment functions to ask. Okay, now we should be getting into Khan Academy here, and we want to register into Khan Academy. And so what I'd like you guys to do there is actually have this the wrong way. Let me see. I want you to use this code right here to get into Khan Academy. And I want you to then change your name to last name and first name. And it should look like this when you're done. Okay, so your screen name should look like your last name, comma, first name. It's going to help me sort your names and stuff like that. So everybody wants to get into Khan Academy, get registered, and then you're going to see an assignment in there. Okay, and the other assignment, you'll work on that assignment, get that one done. It's some practice things, and then after you're finished with that, then you're going to go ahead and jump into the college textbook and take some notes in your journal as you read through some notes about vectors. Okay, so vector practice is what we're looking at today. And you can also use that to help you with the vector practice problems from the last class too. Or if it's in reverse here, you might be able to use those for the next class. But anyway, the vector practice problems will go along with that reading. So you guys could use those together. When you're working in your Khan Academy, there's just some vector problems that look kind of like this that you're going to be working on in there. So you want to get that done today too. Okay. And then once you're finished with the vector practice problems, sorry, not those. Once you're finished with the vector reading and the Khan Academy work, then you're going to go ahead and do this little mini lab. And this is just something that's in your journal, and so you can just take notes in the journal as you go. But the first thing to do is go to this vector fet right here, this link, and I want you to just play around with vectors and just get some intuitive understanding of how they work. And in your journal, write a summary of what you've learned about 1D, that's one-dimensional, and 2D, two-dimensional vector addition and subtraction, and then summarize how X and Y components can add up to a resulting vector sum. So these are going to be important skills going forward, and this hopefully 10 minutes playing with this vector is going to help you prepare the stage to get a good intuitive feel for vectors. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do an assignment called weighing the tiger. And this is something I would do normally in class as a class demonstration. And so what I've done is I've done the class demonstration on the video that you're going to see on the next slide. But the big idea with the weighing the tiger is we actually hang a tiger from 2 strings, and then we put spring scales on the strings. Okay, so each of the spring scales actually reads how much tension is in those 2 strings right there. And we use vector components of tension in order to calculate out what our prediction for the weight of the tiger would be. And then we go ahead and actually weigh the tiger and see how close we are. So again, this is a class demonstration, but you want to take some notes in your journal about this. And the whole demonstration is in a separate video right here. So you guys want to go through and just kind of work through step by step in the video right there, and I kind of explain how everything goes in that video. Okay, this kind of just shows you the materials that we used in class, but you won't obviously be doing those. This here shows you the data that we came up with by doing that. And so everything that happens in the video, it's kind of backed up with this data right here. Okay, and then I show you some of the math, the problem solving around it. And then once you're finished with that, I want you to then go ahead and solve this problem right here based on what you just learned. And that'll be it for the day. And then you do your daily attendance form and you're done. Daily reflection form, which is also attendance. Okay, so that's it, AP Physics. You guys have a really awesome day. It's a great day to be a Lakewood Tiger. Rawr.